All right, my high-low surprise. My high is probably 4th overall. Pretty happy with that. Low, let those guys get away from me in that second moto, which kind of was a bummer, but still 4th overall, so not that much of a low, but if I had to pick one, that'd probably be it. Surprise, I don't know. I guess I'm surprised with how I did, kind of. I'm pretty happy with it, but first moto start, came in dead last, came out 5th somehow, so that's probably my surprise. Yeah, probably that.
The high of the day, probably the 4th in Moto 1 was okay. I had bike problems all day, so I didn't even do the hot lap in the first moto, trying to figure that out. I couldn't even move, so still struggled second moto, but low, definitely the start of the second moto. I went nowhere, and surprise, I don't even know. Not too sure, honestly.
The high of the day, I would say, would be my second moto start. I got off the gate really good, and I'm not typically good at concrete starts because I don't have any down by me to practice, so I hardly ever do them. So that was probably my high of the day. Low, probably my 2 tip overs in the same exact corner in qualifying. That was probably a pretty low. You know, make one mistake, but then you do it again. That's not the greatest look, but and then a surprise. Honestly, no surprise for me. Like, I felt good all weekend. I rode right where I should be. You know, maybe surprise was riding a little tight in the first moto, but second moto I felt really comfortable out there. So, but yeah, overall it was good. So, felt really good out there.
High was haven't done a race since November, and then first gate drop on concrete start, which I haven't done since 2019. I came out on first, so remembered some of my concrete skills from years and years ago when I was a kid, so that was good. Low, getting my teeth kicked in first moto pretty bad, so I just didn't have a flow. I didn't feel good on my bike, so that was kind of a bummer. But then second moto was a lot better, made a good change for my bike, and speed was better, so it was okay. But I don't know, surprise on the weekend? That was the next question, or what?
Yeah.
Surprise on the weekend. I didn't use any lives, you know. I'm 36, so I've used 8 of my 9 lives so far, so I don't want to use them up here in Calgary. So we on to round 2.
Probably pulling the first hole shot of the year. I don't even know where that came from. I haven't felt too great on starts, so that felt good to do that. And then, yeah. Probably falling in that first moto when I hit the lapper and kind of got cross-threaded, but I mean, it's all good. No, not really. Just, yeah, excited to get going, right? It's pumped to be here.
Hi, actually my first moto, I was riding pretty good, I feel like. I was catching to 4th position actually in the end. I was in 5th for a little bit, but I had a little mistake. But so the high was actually the first moto. Surprise, oh no wait, low. My second moto, I sucked. I had a crash and a Charlie horse and just went from bad to worse. I kept fighting, but that's a low. And surprise is how shit these concrete starts are. Like, if there's no consistency in it, I don't know why they have it here. So that sucks about Canada. Concrete starts. So yeah, that's pretty much a surprise.
High for the weekend. The come from behind win the second moto. Just shut my brain off and sent it for the boys. Low of the weekend, couple. Practice, felt like shit. Kind of rode like shit. First moto was just off. I just wasn't comfortable. Yeah, but I turned around the second moto because I felt way more comfortable. I could ride the bike. There's another, like, crashing twice in a moto is just not professional. Like, I'm too good for that, I think. But hey, I guess sometimes you just run out of talent. And surprise, the track. It was this. Actually, you know what? The second moto was better when they didn't water the shit out of it before the moto. But the first moto, the first 15 minutes, like, we could have just drove some buses in here. But they turned it around. Second moto was actually pretty good. We could race. But it's just one line. But you know this place though, it's the hand they're dealt when it's 30 degrees coming in. So I'm not blaming anybody, but it's just kind of is what it is, you know. But it's the same for everybody, and I just have to be better on it, I guess.
We're here in Calgary. It's a wrap. Finished up the day, qualified first in both qualifiers, won the first moto, and I was a corner away from taking the win in the second moto. It would have been a perfect day, but the low of the day would be getting past in the last corner. It's a bummer. It's just a slap on the face. The high of the day was just I'm in a good spot. You know, bike is good. I feel like my speed is really good. My fitness is there. And I feel like I'm here to play. So pretty happy about that. Biggest surprise of the day, the track was a death trap. So a little bit sketchy. Yeah, it is what it is. We all got to ride it. Second moto was better. First moto, they just laid the water down on concrete, and it was pretty sketchy. But no, we had a good day. We're out of here healthy. Still got the red plate, both of us, but yeah, it'll be good going to next weekend.
So yeah, you know, my surprise was not racing. I really wanted to race, but was not feeling well enough to go and compete. So that was my low, not racing. It was unfortunate. Watching was tough, so I didn't watch. I watched the first 250 and I was like, I'm out of here. I've had enough. Then yeah, my high was getting lots of schoolwork done so I can graduate. But yep, that's my topic, or my best part of the weekend, I'd say. But, yeah.
Perfect. Next weekend, what are we thinking?
Next weekend, I'm gonna try and ride this week, see how I feel, but considering how I felt after my road bike ride, I doubt it's gonna happen. I just need to be safe because I've hit my head a lot this year, and once you're done, you're done. So I gotta be careful with that. If it was a broken bone, like my wrist, that's fine. It still hurts, but I could race with that, but I don't want to race with a busted brain. So I'll get healthy and come back strong, so it'll be good.